You will never succeed more than you fail. That's not how it works. You know why? Because failure is a wonderful teacher.
Hello, my name is Ngozi Rbk Okafor. Welcome. In recent weeks, I have been having conversations with friends and colleagues about how failure should not be the end of the road for you. Every successful person has failed at some point in their career. From Barack Obama to Oprah Winfrey and many others, every successful person has experienced failure at some point in their life. Steve Harvey is another example of someone who did not let failure stop him. Here are 4 tips from Steve Harvey to help you continue to move forward in spite of disappointments and setbacks. Let's get started. Number 1, every successful person has once failed.
I have failed far more times than I've succeeded. Far more. You will never succeed more than you fail. That's not how it works. You know why? Because failure is a wonderful teacher. It's the only way to learn. You have to fail. Failure is a part of the process to becoming successful. I tell people this all the time. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world, he took 946 game-winning shots. 946 times since he was in high school, the ball has been in his hand to take the game-winning shot with no time on the clock. He has only made 146 of those. He has missed over 700 times, but he has made 146. You know what they write about? When you make it. They write about when you make it. So guess what? When you get through failing, all you got to do is make one.
Number 2, do you have motivation? It is motivation that will keep you going when the going gets tough.
The thing for me, and I'm just being honest, was I was sick and tired of being poor. I was just exhausted. My mother was poor, my father was poor, my brothers and sisters were poor. All my friends were poor, all my relatives were poor. I lived in a poor neighborhood, we lived in a poor house. My motivation was to buy a big house so I could put up Christmas lights and drive in the driveway. And I'm gonna tell you something, every home I have, every house I've ever owned or built, you got to pull in one way and drive all the way around to come out there. So my advice is, you have to find a dream that's so big that it overwhelms all of your fears and causes you to never give up. Now you're gonna think about quitting no matter what you do. And I've thought about it many times, but I always just kept thinking about that house. And I've always dreamed of buying my mother and father a real house. And and before they died, I was able to do all of that.
Number 3, failure is not the end. It is a learning process. Do not let failure stop you.
You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is a part of the process. People who never fail, never try. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right. You learn nothing from winning. You only learn from your failures. I've failed more times than I've succeeded. I tell you the truth, man. All you gotta do is win some of the time.
And number 4, do not measure your progress by someone else's standards.
Success is not how far you got. Because see, you're gonna be disappointed all the time. Because somebody always further than you. So now you'll forever be disappointed. Success ain't how far you got. Success is how far you got from where you started. That's your success. That's yours. You can be successful, but if you constantly looking at somebody else, if I look at Oprah money, I start feeling bad about me. Because I ain't got Oprah money, man. Oprah got $1 billion. I don't have nowhere near no $1 billion. But you mean to tell me that I ain't smart enough to go, Steve? You used to stutter. You couldn't talk outside your house. Steve, you flunked out of school. Steve, you don't have a degree. Steve, you lost everything twice. Steve, you've been homeless and you lived in a car. See, I did all that. Oprah ain't done none of that. So my success ain't from where I am, it's from where I started. So guess what? I'm a successful person.
Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Ngozi Rbk Okafor. Thank you. My name is Ngozi Rbk Okafor. Progress is coming.